So we're at the beginning of our missionary journey, headed to Arizona. Did a little people watching in the airport, saw some interesting things there. Somebody ran away with our tickets, and they were pretty slippery, kind of hard to find. But we eventually got a hold of them and then got lost. But with Selah's help, we were able to find our way, and we were on the plane. Selah was a good little girl, peacefully napping the entire time. Well, sort of. Our first day there, we hiked up into the mountains, spent some time amongst God's creation, just worshiping, seeking Him in His Word and in prayer, soaking up stuff that He made. Then we headed down into the valley, into the desert, to meet with Frontiers, a missions organization we're considering partnering with. And it was pretty sweet. So Frontiers asked us not to film any people because they work in a lot of highly sensitive areas, but we met with many of the missionaries there, and they have all different kinds of roles. But it reminded us of this scripture: love must be sincere, hate what is evil, cling to what is good, be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves, never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. And that's really how these guys live. They really love each other, they collaborate with each other well, they're very teachable, they're very humble and patient with one another, and they put one another first continually. So as we spent time talking with missionary after missionary in all their various roles, we really got to experience the love of Christ and great generosity, for which we're really grateful, and also challenged to live the same, like Jesus. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on this journey. So we're at the beginning of this whole missionary thing, and that has taken us to Frontiers, which is just outside Phoenix, Arizona. We are at their office, and this is a Moroccan tent in the middle of their office, which is pretty crazy. So they have meetings here and they pray here and stuff. It's pretty cool. So we've been learning about Frontiers, and our prayer is for discernment about should we partner with Frontiers or not. We've been learning about all kinds of ministries within Frontiers, and so basically I'll sum it up this way: they kind of have a pipeline. Imagine for somebody that wanted to be a missionary and go bring the gospel to those that have never had access, that are amongst, in a Muslim area. Basically, first there has to be some church engagement. So Frontiers engages with churches, helps them with creating a culture of sending missionaries, and they're also looking to help churches with disciple making. And through that process, to identify people that want to go, or the Lord is leading to go, and then those people go on to what's called mobilization, which is Frontiers helping them along that path of getting from where they're at all the way to the field. Then we have, after mobilization, there's this time of training them to be able to flourish and to do the mission of bringing the gospel, making disciples, planting a church amongst unreached people groups, and that's called field prep or training. And all that has to happen, and there's a lot of different people that help. There's teams of people that help in each one of those areas. So the question for us is, Lord, should we partner with Frontiers, one, and then two, if so, in what capacity? What's going to be a good fit for us?
Our runaway toddler here. Hi. Selah's been pretty good on this trip. So some prayer requests for us would be safe travels back on our flight and a good toddler. And also just God's clarity for us as far as which direction to go, which missions organization, and what that looks like. And also provision for us to make it to North Carolina to visit Timothy Initiative. We have some obstacles there. Our AC went out in our bus, so trying to figure out that. And also just help with God's help with doing homeschool in this time of transition is a little bit challenging. So thanks. I gotta go get the baby.
Okay, thanks so much for just coming along on this journey with us. And please, as I send this out to you, please tell us what's going on with you and how we could pray for you. Because one thing we're really excited about is just being more connected with you along this journey as we're all trying to follow Jesus together and support one another in that. We love you guys. We'll talk soon.